a High Priestess in a folkloric witchcraft tradition, and I've been brewing magic for a very long time now. Come on in, let's brew some together.
Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to the House of Witchcraft. I'm so happy to see you today. I have got a really great topic on centering, grounding, and shielding. And this may sound like the basics, but I realized even me as an old witch, I was sitting here in front of my altar space, feeling a little unsettled. And just sort of going through my mind and realizing I haven't been doing my self-care like I should, all right? The world got a little too hectic, things got sliding and whatnot, and that we all have to go back to the basics. It's a constant daily self-care, and I wasn't doing that. So no wonder I was sitting on my bench feeling a little, because I wasn't centered. I hadn't been doing my grounding like I should. And as far as shielding goes, I've just been staying inside and not really working those shields in the astral realms, working those shields in magical realms, all right? I'm going to start with the first one, centering. How important this is. And this is one of those where I think we always go to grounding first. Oh, make sure you're grounded. All right. But centering is the beginning of grounding. Centering is when we draw all of our energies back into us. Where I was sitting on that bench realizing that I had little tendrils out there. And I started pulling them back and going, okay, Taren, you need to bring all your energy back into your center. You need to find yourself, okay? And also, I'm going to give a shout out because I'm sitting here with this book. Y'all see the book in my hand, Crossroads Witchcraft, that I wrote. It's all my notes. And I'm going to use my book for this video and tell y'all some of the notes I have and suggestions that are in here, all right? And how important these little things are. Everybody wants to go do big stuff. Let's go do big stuff. I need to tell you, honey, you need to be doing your centering, grounding, and shielding every day. It needs to be part of your daily work, all right? Where we're being mindful. It's people are like, oh, I'm a witch. What's next? Well, you live a magical life is what's next. It's not you read this book or you light this candle. It's every minute of your life becomes magical. And to do that so that, you can be the best you can be, we have to keep the basics always in the forefront, all right? And I give a really beautiful centering working exercise in the book. It's working number 33, all right? And which I personally like to use. This is the one, and there's so many ways you can center, all right? This is just one. And that's where we sit quiet, take a couple of deep breaths, and imagine that you're breathing in white, cleansing energy and breathing out all the stress and tension. And you may have to do this. All of the white, cleansing energy. Blah! All the stress as many times as you need to until you feel your body starting to relax, all right? When you do, at that point you want to visualize a glowing ball of energy in your spiritual center, wherever your spiritual. For some folks it's the head, for some folks it's the heart, it's the solar plexus, for some folks it's behind the navel, all right? But wherever your center starts, like that ball, it's a small sun. It's joyful, it's warm, it's revitalizing, all right? And this is your personal place of power and strength. And put all your focus in this ball and just push your thoughts away. Just work on letting this ball become stronger. And it contains all of you in it, all right? And it's not unusual for some witches to actually feel the ball, feel the warmth just spreading through their body, all right, where they have reclaimed all of their selves. At this point, your thought is on you. There is no, world around you. You're not hearing the stress of everyday life. This is you. Now is when we ground. All right? We've pulled all of our energy back. We've done centered. Now we want to tap into Mother Nature. All right? We want to let our energies become part of that flow. And that's where, again, a lot of different techniques. You can, visualize the tree trunk, visualize sitting on a bench and just going deep into the earth. But it's about connecting to Mother Nature. You're connecting to that ancient energy. Ooh, excuse me. And as you're breathing in and out, you can feel your roots. You can feel yourself just connecting to that, all right? And you should be feeling more solid, more relaxed at this point, all right? And just those deep breaths, you are now centered and grounded. So what's the next part of that is shielding, okay? I like to envision almost like a little glass ball. It's a reflective energy is what I have up. You want to build a barrier. In your mind, visualize a bubble barrier. You're standing inside an egg, however you visualize your space. Not put a barrier around that space. All right, if it's a brick fortitude concrete wall, like I said, for me, mine's more like glass reflective, so that whatever they're being put at me is being reflected back to those people. It doesn't affect me in any way. And I have this glass bubble of reflective material that I visualize all around me. All right, nothing can come into this space unless I allow it, unless I give it permission. And this is, as witches, we're highly empathic. We pick up on energies everywhere. We pick up on the icky energies in the grocery store of that guy that we're standing in line behind, and you're standing there and you're like, That's the centering, grounding, and shielding so that you can stand in your space. Nobody's ick is affecting you. Now you may have to, I've given, like I said, these are suggestions of ways of doing these, and you may try and find I don't really like what that is. Go find some more ways. We have all sorts of different workings for doing the centering, the grounding, and the shielding. It is just so important. It's one of those when you're in the shower in the morning and you're washing your hair, shaving your legs, you need to be doing some centering, grounding, and shielding. And I know a lot of witches do it in the shower because they like the water. It really helps them. And again, it's about finding your way, witches. But this is something you need to put in your daily life. And as an old witch, you realize that I got a little slack with myself and my energies can tell it. I'm telling you for real, you need to do it every day. This is part of self-care. And with that said, I'm going to say, first time I'm going to say subscribe, all right? And hit that join button. The House of Witchcraft membership has got a lot of good stuff getting ready to roll out here. We are so excited. We'll be doing exclusive live chats. As you all know, if you've been watching the channel, I bring on all sorts of folks to come and chit-chat with us because I just want y'all to know what a wonderful magical buffet witchcraft really is. And it's up to you to decide what you put on your plate. All right, witches? And I want to give a couple of shout-outs here. I'll put my glasses on. Because I want to shout out to some of the nicest witches who leave me. Y'all just, You don't know how much y'all warm my heart when I read those comments. Because typically I do it in the morning when I get my coffee. I give my coffee 3 good stirs and say, today I'm going to have a great day. Today I'm going to be proactive and productive. I always sit my day with 3 stirs and some sort of affirmation, you know. That's my way of doing my mantra. And then afterwards, I'll sit down and I read these comments on the YouTube channel, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is that I am so blessed, so grateful that the goddess puts words flow through me, and they're words that y'all need to hear. And so I'm back to them shout outs, because you know I keep going around railroad track, honey. Okay, I want to give a shout out to Lord of Shells. Thank you. You say the nicest things. And of course, Kay Farrar, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, Kay. You know, my pronunciation between my southern self and the fact my tongue's bigger than my mouth half the time. And Moon Wilkerson, you know, Moon, you are just one of my favorite witches. I just get tickled pink with some of your comments. And Tracy Lopez, thank you so much for finding wisdom in our words. And of course, if you wanted to check out another good witchcraft channel, I highly recommend The Witch of Whitetail Hollow. She's currently doing these great essential oil recipes. As far as I'm concerned, they're good recipes. I mean, y'all check out her channel and see what you think. Okay? And Amethyst Ascension. You always have the nicest things to say about the videos that I put out, and I just want you to know how much I appreciate your kind words. All right, witches, now that I've done all my shout-outs instead of all my thank yous, and that's only half of the thank yous. If I didn't say your name, please, it's not because I'm a scattered old witch some days, and I just went through my comments really quick. But I appreciate every one of you. I appreciate every subscriber and the opportunity to allow the House of Witchcraft to grow. I'm excited for the coming year, and I hope you guys are too. Time to turn towards the coming light. All right, we got a new year ahead of us, and it's gonna be great. Thank y'all so much for joining me, and may y'all have as bright of a blessed day as I'm having, and you know the ending never changes, it's always the same. Amen, blessed be, ashe, and a bobo.